Hello guys, welcome back. Automayo's back in here with another car.
Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little strong.
I am in the Ferrari showroom and I've got Ferrari's one of the most beautiful looking, the newest Ferrari in the market, and it is the all new 2020 F8 Tributo Spider. This is the F8 Tributo Spider, and I don't even have to talk about the stance of the car. It is absolutely gorgeous and elegant. Look at it guys, it's a beauty. So guys, here we can see a front splitter in here. Basically this increases the downforce
and helps the aerodynamics of the car.
Yeah.
And moving on, you can see a front camera. It's actually quite unusual, but yeah.
So this is the air vent in here. So if you look in the middle here, basically if you pour water in here, it actually comes out through the bottom. That's how clear it is, and that's mainly for the aerodynamics of the car. And even on the sides you can see air vents, and it's really well assembled.
So as you can see, moving on to the headlights, you can see it's actually completely fully LED headlights with daytime running lights. The little strip you see on the bottom there is the daytime running lights, and as you can see, that's an air intake which comes out of the side of the car. And
this air intake wasn't there in the 488.
Yes, it was.
It was just a long light.
Yep. Going to the side, you can see the classic Ferrari logo, and you can see the side cameras which aid the 360 camera feature you get on this car. And yeah, so moving on, you can see the beautiful lines cut out.
Here if you guys can see the air intake, this air intake is actually inspired from the 488 Challenge car. Moving to the rear, we can see the all new LED tail lamps. In the F8 there are 4 LED tail lamps. However, in the previous generation, the Ferrari 488 had only 2 LED tail lamps. What's also new is that underneath the LED tail lamps you can also see an air vent which curves along the lights. Altogether, that's a nice design element that they have brought in.
Here we can see the car converting. It only actually takes around 13 to 14 seconds for it to convert from a Spider to a coupe, and the process is very smooth, and there's no bangs or drops of the head. It's very smooth. As you can see, the front doesn't really have much space, especially because there's a spare wheel sitting there, but all you have space is for the car cover itself. As you can see, it's in that red bag, but yeah, it's not really much space. I mean, you should kind of expect that of the car when you buy such a car.
Down here we can see dual Valvetronic exhausts. Quite a massive diffuser in the rear. Now let's see the most important bit of the car which you guys were waiting for. It's the engine. So this is a 3.9 liter twin turbocharged V8 engine producing 710 horsepower and 770 Newton meters of torque. So this car can reach 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds, and what annoys some people is that this car has the same engine from the 488 Pista, which the owners had to pay way more than the
and all of this power goes straight to the rear wheels.
Moving on, let's see the diamond forged alloys.
See, the fronts are 245s and the rears are 305s, both spec'd with 20-inch rims.
And talking about the yellow calipers,
yeah, these are also spec'd with carbon ceramic brakes, which you should expect from such a high car, honestly.
So here you guys can see the frameless door, and I really love the way that they have designed the door handles. It looks really cool. Look at the carbon fiber paddle shifts, you guys. So one cool thing about the paddle shifts are if you hold both the paddle shifts together, it goes directly to neutral. So this is a carbon fiber flat bottom steering wheel. You can see engine start stop, the suspension controls, and so the small rotator which you see is to choose your driving mode. There is also an inbuilt rev line on the steering wheel. The indicators are placed on the steering wheel itself, and look at the classic analog driver's display. This is the center console, and it's just simplistic and it's really easy to understand all the controls of the car. Here we have a small compartment in here with a charging port, and this is the controls to convert the top. The cool exhaust type AC vent is actually adapted from the F12. Throughout the interior of the car, we can see the yellow stitches everywhere, on the seats, on the steering wheel, on the dashboard. This is actually an extra option. The gear controls are button type, so we have reverse, auto, launch mode.
Like the older models of Ferraris, this actually comes with a little infotainment passenger screen. As you can see, it shows the performance numbers, which is RPM, speed, and all of that, G-force, etc. But it also shows other things, as you can see. Yes, it has navigation, media, and you can just switch it off if you'd like. But yeah, it's nice.
So as mentioned earlier, this car can go 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds and 0 to 200 in 7.8 seconds. And the top speed of this car is 340 kilometers per hour. This car is really lightweight, so it just weighs almost around 1.3 tons. Talking about the pricing strategy of the F8 Tributo Spider, the Spider starts around 1,007,000 to a lot, to double the price or triple the price, meaning that this car can be more expensive as you add on all the extra options that you can add to the car.
So guys, so here we are at the final verdict. So my opinion would be that this would be a perfect weekend driver, you know. Take the top down, go for a little cruise, you know, sunny day, cold coffee by your side, you know, perfect. This would be the car for you, right? Though it does have its flaws, if you were to compare it to its competitors, you would notice that the 720s are actually much more drive experienced and more track friendly.
So after all, it's a Ferrari. Who doesn't want a Ferrari? So if you want to have a daily driver, then go for the Spider. And if you want something even more faster than this, then go by the SF90. Would like, share, subscribe, and if you want more exclusive content, then do comment down below. So that's Automayo signing off.